Good afternoon, Kurt Capra here with your daily recap for this Tuesday, July 11th. Another pretty lackluster session here overall. We had some initial strength in the morning after a small gap down, but then we had a quick, sharp, quote-unquote, sharp sell-off in the market when we had the release of Donald Trump Jr.'s email exchange, and that sent the market into a little bit of a tailspin, but it didn't really do anything to where it broke support or resistance for that matter. What it did was come down to support and then stabilize, which is right in alignment with that 50 EMA, and then it popped higher. You can see we closed with a bottoming tail here for the day, but again, still within the grip of this sideways range. So we're really still just in this holding period waiting for more information. The S&P is in a bit of a descending channel. If you kind of look beyond just the sideways range that we've been in, right? If I remove these lines, you can see here that, as I said, we were kind of in this descending channel, if you will, and waiting for some kind of break one way or the other. With today's action, looks like it may be getting ready to move higher. I think 243 is going to be a key spot for the S&P to reclaim and close above in order for some additional follow-through higher. If we look at the Qs, right, you can see here we're up a couple days here in a row coming into some prior resistance, and we have had a couple lower highs recently. So the question here is, will this be another lower high and then come back and retest these lows, or can it continue pushing higher? We'll see. We are seeing more strength in the S&P on a relative basis, that being said. Part of that is because the financials, if you look here at XLF, it continues to hold sideways. It did get a little bit of weakness here today. It broke below that 8 EMA, but was able to pop back up above it. And quite frankly, names like JPM look like they're ready to move higher now. They've had a couple days of pulling back. Looks like it's getting ready to move higher. You got Goldman, which has been going sideways here. Again, if it can push up over this area here, looks like it could get some legs going. And Bank of America, BAC, also looks pretty good overall. So these financial names are looking pretty interesting here. So I definitely will keep an eye on that. And then also IBB. Right, this one's been pulling back. You can see the ranges are getting tighter and tighter. I really think that this is getting close to some kind of expansion in volatility here sooner than later. So I'll be looking for this to see a move higher, really, and that's based on the fact that the trend is up. It's been pulling back, and a break over these recent highs should get that going. So watch the IBBs here for a push higher. Speaking of some of those high beta tech names, go-tos like Tesla. Scott talked about it in the morning call. After the Red Dog reversal yesterday, it gave some follow-through right up into the gap fill today and played out exactly as you would look for. So really nice follow-through there. If you played it, awesome. If not, learn from it so that you can take advantage of something like this going forward. Because even in the recap yesterday, we said, hey, this could see a bounce higher for today's action, and you got exactly that. Facebook was also strong here today. It's now up right under that 156 level, and so we'll see if it can push on through it or if it needs to pause a bit here because it is up multiple days in a row. So keep an eye on Facebook for some indication there. And then you got NVIDIA, which was also strong once again today following yesterday's strength. And so this will be on a lot of radars as well for additional follow-through higher. So overall, it was a pretty interesting day. Oil was up a little bit here, but still down overall in terms of the trend. And similar with gold, up a little bit, but still just going sideways down near these recent lows. So we'll see if we get some more information here in terms of breaking one way or the other this week. But with that being said, as always, hope you guys had a great trading day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.